man had barely stepped foot inside the prison when a large, imposing guy blew him a kiss. It was clear they were sizing him up for a brutal welcome party. The guards, hearing the commotion, turned back, eager to watch the anticipated spectacle. But instead, the big guy ended up sprawled and beaten on the ground, while the man stood completely untouched, looking utterly unfazed. This is a maximum security lockup. Everyone incarcerated here has serious blood on their hands. The next morning, the man headed to the cafeteria for a meal. A bald inmate sat down directly across from him, and everyone nearby quickly cleared out, sensing a confrontation brewing. It seemed someone was keen to test the newcomer's mettle. The bald man stood up and deliberately spat on the man's bread. The man held his temper, wanting desperately to avoid trouble. But then, another inmate showed up behind him and started running his mouth. Those cutting words went straight through the man's core, because his wife had been brutally murdered by a mysterious killer, and when he woke up, he was holding the bloody knife. The person he loved most was dead, and he had been framed for the heinous crime. The inmates all around kept up the relentless mocking until the man finally snapped. By the time the guards rushed in to surround the fight, the abusive inmate was already thoroughly beaten. The guards warned him that he had just bought himself a world of trouble, as he had attacked a key member of the bald man's gang. He was swiftly dragged to the warden's office, but the warden had a different motive for the summons. It turned out the man was a former professional race car driver, and this prison secretly hosted the death race, a brutal competition filled with sanctioned violence and killing. The warden streamed the entire event online, raking in massive profits for the institution. The previous lead driver, the legendary Masked Man, had won 4 races but tragically died in his fifth. No one else had the skill or popularity to match him in the arena. To keep the ratings soaring, the warden decided to coerce the man into pretending to be the Masked Man and competing in the 5th race. As a reward, the warden promised to secure his freedom. Desperate to uncover the truth about his wife's murder, the man reluctantly agreed. These 3 men were then assigned to him as his pit crew. The race is split into 3 rounds. The goal of the first 2 is simply to wipe out as many opponents as possible. Pure speed only matters in the 3rd and final round. But suddenly, a group of inmates approached. The man who actually killed the Masked Man was standing right there, yet the man still didn't realize the original driver was dead. They were there to deliver a chilling threat. After the man left, the prison brought in a fresh batch of new inmates. Seeing their distinctive bracelets, the man had a chilling flashback to the night his wife was killed, because the masked attackers were wearing the exact same bands. He was now convinced his wife's death was directly linked to this vile prison. But there was no more time for thinking, because the death race was about to start.